Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another McRetro.net video. Today we're having a look at one Nintendo 64 with a dodgy controller port. So I've tried multiple controllers on this. There's one, there's another one. And what tends to happen is it will either, there's a 50-50 chance it'll work. Which is obviously a bit annoying when you're just trying to play Mario Tennis on your Japanese console. So plug it in, turn it on. The good thing is about Mario Tennis is it gives you a nice big warning when the controller isn't detected. So it works fine every single time though in the Player 2 port. So it sort of makes me wonder, port 1 probably got a bit of use as a child might have owned it way back in the day. And of course it's working every time again, so I will reconnect it. It's probably something to do with a solder joint. So I'll take it apart, have a look, and we'll see what's going on. Because there is definitely something wrong. As you can see there. You can tell that it's saying the controller's not connected because Waluigi he's got the N64, he's going for it with his rocket legs, and regular Luigi's like, guy, get your controller. You can see they've upgraded the stick on that one. Normally it's a grey colour, which is actually another thing I'm going to be doing in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that one too. So yeah, it's probably just that once upon a time, 20 years ago, this got knocked and it's never been the same since. It does seem to work though when it works, so let's pull it apart and have a look. Isn't that the way things always work out? You make a dedicated bench for working on and that's what happens to it. It just gets junk piled on top of it. So we're actually over here on this little table here, and we're going to need a one of these guys to get the screws out, because it's a game bit, that's what it's called. So I'll do that right now. Why haven't I done that yet? There we go, so there's the Nintendo. Flip it over, probably put it on a soft surface if you've got one. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to remove. So, I'm going to want to put this on something soft and scratch it. So, as mentioned earlier, this is a Japanese model, which was provided by Hexagon of Assembler Games. He's a moderator there. Yeah, I've got friends in high places. He was kind enough to give it to me for free, which was very nice of him. The shell, I've managed to replace the top half of the shell because it was sort of spray painted. I popped that onto a PAL Nintendo. For some reason I think the Japanese ones are better. For no particular reason. Alright, so that's all the screws on this side. So flip it back over. Up. That guy. What's going to be best? Probably some sort of plastic tool, which I don't have. So I will use a screwdriver. If you've got, there's actually a tool, a specific tool for this that you wedge in there and it lifts it up, but I don't have that, so sort of just pop this in here and wiggle it a bit and it comes good. There we go. Odd design, Nintendo. Odd design. So don't lose that or you won't be able to play Donkey Kong or any games at all. And there we go, lift it up. Well, one thing I am impressed with about the Nintendo 64 is its compactness. Because they've opted for an external power supply, really does shrink down the PCB, which I don't think I've actually taken one of these apart before, so this is all guesswork from here on in. It looks like we've got some screws. So there's the controller ports. They look pretty solid. I mean, absolute worst case, I'll be able to pinch the controller ports off the PAL version model, PAL model, which wasn't meant to be working. Now these look like they're all heatsink screws. Now the question is, do I need to remove them? So let's start with every other screw that I can find. So silver ones at the back. Okay, that's easy. This shirt is made of pure cotton. I don't know the anti-static properties of cotton, but I assume it probably is better than working on a piece of cling wrap. Okay, so that'll come out. That'll come out. I got some gold looking screws. Oh, that one's long. That was near the cartridge port. This one's short. Oh joy. And short. I'm going to predict this one is long. Oh, so this is a CPU-03 on the mainboard silk screen there. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it's at the top. Up there. Come out? No? That's cool. I'll just undo some more screw. Oh. Oh! That's cool. They've made so they're short again. That's good. I noticed the reset button on this Nintendo 64 is very familiar. It reminds me of the Super Nintendo reset button. Okay, so that's it's loose-ish. Loose-ish. I'm gonna say, ooh, I want to say these two here because they're big. They're different looking. Okay, they're really short. They're probably not the ones. Let's see, let's pop that one back in. Trial and error. These ones are a different colour and they're also very short. So, what sort of witchcraft is holding it in? I can't see any more. Whoop. Could it be these front ones? Need a smaller screwdriver. Oh, these are long. Wow, they are long. Sneaky Nintendo, very sneaky. I like it. So the expansion pack screws also screw into the bottom case and then everything just comes away. Now what can I see here? On the back, lots of capacitors. And sadly, I'm not seeing a dry joint on the controller port, which means that I'll probably have to swap it over from the other unit. Oh, there's little voltage lines. They all run to a switch. I guess that makes sense. Very nice looking PCB. So we need to go a little bit deeper, or can we? No, we can probably work from here. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll get the desolder gun Move this guy out of the way. Put him there. And I've forgotten what all these screws are. What were the silver ones? I'll put them in the pile over there. And I remember the short gold one. Oh, the silver ones were ports at the back. Cartridge slot and expansion slot. So I'm just going to go get the desolder gun, the Hacko 808 I think it is, and we'll be right back. Well, while that's heating up, we should probably pull apart the PAL console. And not burn ourselves. So as you can see, it's had a bit of a rough time with the spray paint, but it's not all bad. I managed to get a new dual thing to go on here. This was sort of spray painted. I don't know how you missed that hexagon, but it's all good. So I guess I'll just redo this black. It's got a bit of a crack at the back, but that's probably because the plastic's a bit brittle. It's fine. Do not remove this label. You try and stop me. Ha! And, oh, these ones don't have the thing on the front, which is just annoying. Where is that little plastic tool? Aha! Aha! So it's sort of a, I think it was actually for an iPhone screen I put in a while ago. Sort of hook it in and wiggle it around. Well, now that I think about it, the case might just come off. What is that bit on the expansion? What is it? Memory pack. Memory expansion pack. It's just a heat sink. Let's put this one over. I don't need to worry too much about the top on this one. Because it is going to be repainted. One day? Maybe. I'm about to steal its controller ports, so I don't quite know. Maybe it'll become a spare parts N64. I guess we'll find out. Wonder what model this mainboard is. So we'll find out very shortly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the expansion pack is still in the way. We got your There we go. Get out of there. It's probably terrible for the slot. If you've got a proper removal tool, I mean, I should really get one. One jumper pack out of the way. And I'll put that lid over there. Now my computer desk is covered with things. This is an NUS CPU in brackets P-01. Sounds good. So this was a not working purchase, is not working, and I put a jumper pack in it and it started working, which is really annoying because I really wanted to just use it for parts, which it looks like I'm going to end up doing anyway. Look at me knowing where all the screws are now. I'm a professional. That's a joke. Don't sign up if you think you're going to see anything professional on here. I do like the way that they managed to get away with a fanless design. I guess technically the Saturn did as well, but this is much more compact than a Saturn. That said, it's also a fair bit newer than a Saturn. Sony did do a pretty good job with the PlayStation. Got to give them that. These two. Is that a screw? That screw wasn't in the other one. Huh. This shouldn't lift out, and it doesn't. It's not the screw at the front. That's weird. I've got no problem with it, it's just a bit weird. Okay, that's cool. So the underside looks, well, much the same. What an anticlimax. So that's my PAL casing. Should have a drawer for spare parts, probably. And we're just looking at desoldering. Looks like 8. Oh no, 8, 2. Are they part of this? No. Okay. So we want the left one. Oh yeah. Desolder gun at the ready. Have I got the right end on? Probably not. Let's see what we can do. Yep, I got the wrong end on. I need the bigger one. Some quite thick points. Please don't melt anything. It's so going to melt everything. Now a better question is, how do I change it while it's on? We'll cut back. And we're back. So I've got a 1mm tip on now. It was a 0.8, so I don't know much bigger than that, but let's see how it goes. So soldering the left hand side. Fair bit of solder to melt through. The thing's too big. I knew I should have stuck with Sega's. To be continued. Alright. I've taken off this side panel here, and if you have a look, you can see one of the actuators there, and the other one in the distance on the driver's side.